Hi everyone, this is Dale. Today I'm going to show you how far I'm coming along on the tunic top that I'm knitting, and it's coming along pretty well, and I'm working on the upper part now, and I really like how the design is turning out. But first I want to tell you about the Walmart in my town. They just did a remodel, and so the craft section is in a new place, and when I went there, it was a little disappointing because they have shrunk it even more. Every time they move it, they shrink it more. So there was very little yarn, and only the fabric was not very much fabric at all, maybe 20 or 30 bolts of fabric, I think. And so I don't know if they're gonna get rid of the fabric entirely, but so there's just not as much there at the Walmart, so a little disappointing. But I did get a little bit of good news. There is a craft store, no, it's a thrift store in my area, but it's not an ordinary thrift store. It is a craft thrift store, and I haven't been there in a lot of years. And when I did go there the last couple of times, a long time ago, I had picked up some vintage patterns. I just love looking through vintage patterns, and so I wasn't sure if it was even still there, but I looked it up online and it is still there. And not only that, but they have, from what I've read, they have tripled the floor size of their store space, so they apparently have a lot more there. So I am excited about that, and am hoping to make a trip there real soon and see what I can find. I'm sure I will go to the vintage patterns first because I just love, looking through that. And but they have all kinds of things, yarn and fabric and any kind of supplies that anybody wants to donate. So I'm gonna have a lot of fun, I'm sure, looking through there. And oh, and what is everybody working on these days? Put it in the comments. I just making all these plans since I posted my last video on the granny square blanket that I never finished. I just that really motivated me to want to finally get that done. So I'm gonna keep working on that one square at a time and finally get that done, all those ends. I think I'm going to select patterns that don't have so many ends in them next time, but I do want to finally get it done. So anyway, I will show you how my knitted top is coming along. And this pattern I got for free at the Yarnspirations website, and it is called Big Comfy Sweater. And I don't see a name who made it, who designed it, but I adjusted it just a little bit because I'm shorter and all that. But so if I can get this turned around right without losing stitches. So this is what I have. I'm doing so I have the sleeves on, and the upper chest part has a stitch pattern of 2 rows of knitting and 2 rows of purl. So it's coming along really nice, and it's just a simple knit pattern with the so the rest of it is just basic knit pattern with the edging along the bottom. So that's what I have so far. I was using, I've been using the circular needles, as you can see, and I almost switched to straight needles because when I wasn't paying attention, I would start a new row and I'd get the row almost done and then realize that I actually had been working in the round and then I'd have to undo everything, and I was getting a little frustrating, so I was thinking of switching to straight needles, but I didn't know if the stitches might come out looking a little bit different. I'm not sure. I was a little afraid to do that, but then I got to the sleeves and realized that I might not have had enough room on the straight needles. So anyway, so I'm going to continue doing it this way. So so this will be the first side, and the other side I think is just the same, and but I like how it's turning out. And let's see, what other news. I have been thinking of doing some thread crochet, which I haven't done in 20 something years, but there is a vintage pattern that I've been wanting to do for a long time. So and I'm not getting any younger. My 60-year-old eyes are not getting any younger, so I was thinking if I'm going to do some thread crochet, I probably should do some sooner rather than later. And so I'm going to practice with, or at least my plans are to practice doing some smaller thread crochet projects with the goal of doing the bigger vintage thread crochet pattern that I've been wanting to do. So we'll see how far I get along with that. I thought my thread crochet projects from decades ago came out pretty well, but the pen pal I had at the time, she sent me some of her thread crochet work as a gift, and it was very kind of her. She did beautiful work, and very beautiful work, and then I realized that my thread crochet needed some practice. So I guess making sure the tension is right is, I don't know if it's a little trickier, but I guess if you're not used to it, you have to learn how to get the tension just right. And I saw another video, I don't remember what channel it was, that mentioned on the thread crochet hooks, on the steel hooks, you know, how you only want to crochet or put the loops on a certain narrow part, a certain part of the hook, so the stitches come out even. So I don't know. So I'm gonna practice with that, and we'll see how far along I get with that. And then I also have some size 4 worsted weight crochet cotton that I wanted to do some little projects with. And so, well, I have many more goals, but those are the few that are on the top of my list right now. And to finish this top, so I'm almost halfway there. So hopefully we'll get that done soon. And it looks like it's going to be gathered, but it's not. It looks like that. So that's all I have for today. Oh, I wanted to say thank you to the new subscribers. I think the last couple of videos I did, I gained about 11 subscribers, and that was very exciting. So I hope you enjoyed this a little bit, and until next time, bye.